How's it going, everybody? Texas Man here. Hope that you guys are all having a fantastic day. If you guys would, please give this video a thumbs up if you guys do really enjoy it. Subscribe, of course, if you guys have not already. Also, do me the biggest favor of all, make sure you guys hit that bell notification button so you guys don't miss out on future videos or streams here on the channel. And as always, if you guys have any movies, shows, or games you guys would like me to cover here on the channel, please let me know in the comment section down below. And as always, we're going to be talking positives and negatives, talking about What If Season 2. Also want to let you guys know, because some people have been bugging me about this. Yes, you actually can get What If Season 1 on disc. Okay, so if you don't have Disney Plus, you can watch at least the first season, as it stands right now, of What If on disc for about 25 bucks. Not too bad. And I really enjoy it. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. I enjoyed Season 1. This season, however, I don't... Oh. What If Season 2 is everything that is wrong with MCU Phase 5. I apologize if you guys are having a hard time hearing me because I have the heat going right now because it is very cold outside at the time of recording this video. Also want to let you guys know I do have a What If playlist, so if you guys missed out on my review of Season 1, I will have that playlist linked at the end of this video. That way you guys can watch that if you guys would like to. But moving on, What If Season 2 has 9 episodes in total. All of them released one episode per day, which was kind of cool. Episode 3, which came out on Christmas Eve, was kind of like a Die Hard episode, and it was just very cheesy and bad. Each episode is about 30 minutes long, and, you know, I'm going to try to start off with the good things. Like I said, Episode 3 was just a bad ripoff of Die Hard. Episode 4 kind of had a cool Padres scene, but it was like a conglomeration of ideas from like The Phantom Menace, Tron Legacy, and Spy Kids 3D Game Over. And that's about it for when it comes to good stuff. Obviously the animation is great, the voice acting is good, but I don't want to jump too far ahead. There's no stakes in this entire season. There's nothing that's like, you know, shocking, interesting, something I haven't seen before. There are numerous plot holes constantly introduced, and I don't want this video to be an hour and a half long rant about plot holes. I definitely could go on about that. I have notes. But every episode introduces plot holes to the MCU. And we're going to start off with all the ranting of the negatives, so get ready. Obviously, I'm going to talk about spoilers, so if you guys haven't watched the season yet, this is your spoiler warning now. One of the plot holes is that this season introduces the fact that the Scarlet Witch can pull people into her universe. But for some reason, the Scarlet Witch couldn't do so in Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness to get her kids. No, she needed to go and do the whole, we need to kill Kamala Khan, or not Kamala Khan, that's Miss Marvel. Whoever that character was in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, like a traverse the multiverse. Yeah, that's how important her character was. I just don't understand how in this what if scenario, this what if universe, now Scarlet Witch can have that power. So that's a plot hole. There's also no stakes because the heroes either are just overpowered because they have items that are just overpowered. Like, in the finale, Captain Carter gets, not the Infinity Gauntlet, she gets the Infinity Armor. Then all of the multiversal destroying villains give her and this Indian Tesseract-powered chick, like, Hela's helmet, a bunch of daggers, Thor's hammer, in order to defeat the bad guy at the end. And I'll talk about the bad guy at the end of this season later on in the video. But dear God, like, every character just needs like 1,000 super Death Stars at this point to defeat somebody. And it's just really stupid. So characters are either overpowered, and because everyone's overpowered, you're just watching characters throwing fireballs at each other, basically. And that makes characters feel boring. Characters are boring. So, because they're boring, it also leads to the fact that the villains become like pushovers. And they're not a threat. Villains are just an obstacle instead of a high-risk threat that our heroes have to overcome. They're just an obstacle. They're just, something that they have to take care of in 30 seconds. Like, there's one scene in the finale where Thanos has the Infinity Gauntlet. He comes out of nowhere. He's about to attack Indian chick lady that's powered by the Tesseract and Peggy Carter. And he just gets instantly melted into oblivion by Killmonger in the Infinity Armor. And I'm just like, okay, so Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet is no longer a threat to anyone in any universe because we have this guy now. And then there's somebody that's going to top him and top him and top him. You see the problem with the multiverse problem? I hope so. In this entire season, there's just too many jokes. And they overshadow the moments that are supposed to be giving us character development, action sequences that actually feel like high-stakes actions. But like I've already said, there's really no stakes. The jokes overshadow revelations or any moments of tension. There is no tension. You're feeling like you're watching a cartoon at times because of this that's meant for a 6th grader. I'm sorry, not a 6th grader, a 6-year-old. The season is at its best when it's introducing new heroes. Like, this entire season, we get one new hero. This Indian chick lady that falls into the Fountain of Youth, which is just water-powered. It's just water that is full of Tesseract energy, because the Tesseract's at the bottom of this lake. That is it. That's the only new character we get. There are some what-if scenarios towards the beginning. Like, towards the beginning of the season, I was like, okay, this is decent enough. Like, what if Nebula became, part of the Nova Corps cops? What if Peter Quill attacked Earth and ended up, becoming a part of the Avengers in, the 80s or 90s? That stuff is kind of cool. But then towards the later half of the season, you could tell a tonal shift starts to happen. And it becomes more about Peggy Carter being this, Captain Carter becoming this character that we're just supposed to follow. The entire second half and almost this entire season focuses on Captain Carter instead of new characters in other universes. Like, I'm going to look it up right now on Disney Plus. And I'm going to tell you how many episodes. There's 9 episodes in total, right? So if there's 9 episodes in total, I'm going to tell you how many Season 2 has that has Captain Carter in it. So Season 1 is about Nebula. Season 2 is Peter Quill. Season 3 is... No. Okay. Season 2, Episode 5 is basically Captain Carter and her version of Captain America, the Winter Soldier. So we got 1, 2, 3. We have 3 episodes with Captain Carter in it involved. And she is the main character for all 3 of those episodes. She's the main character. Literally 1/3 of the show is just about her. Now, if they just stuck to that one episode towards, being episode 5 about, the Winter Soldier, and they didn't do another rehash of season 1's finale with the multiversal threat, I would be fine. I would be a happy person. But it doesn't. The entire season, when you watch it in its entirety, feels like a build-up to Captain Carter coming back and having to fight another multiversal threat. And even the episode that introduces the Indian chick lady that's powered by the Tesseract, she shows up in the finale episode to help Captain Carter. So it felt like introducing not only a new character, but a new ally of, the Guardians of the Multiverse. Season 2 basically does what Season 1 did again, trying to tell individual stories, like, what if zombies, for example. But all it does is leads to another Avengers group, whether it's brand new or old, or a mixture of both, battling a new multiversal threat. And I'm sorry, but I've already seen this in this show's format because of Season 1. Literally, Season 2 is the exact same format, formula, style, characters, plots, actions, and motivations as Season 1. It is literally copy-paste job. But it just looks nicer. It looks newer because they introduced one new character. That's all it is. But they also take it a step further and they introduce more bullshit into this what if universe. Like, for example, somehow towards the second half of this season, Captain Carter literally breaks the fourth wall worse than Deadpool, and she's able to magically hear. She can hear, she can talk to, and she can see the Watcher at any moment she wants to. There is no explanation as to how this happened. She didn't get this gift to be able to hear, see, and talk to the Watcher at any point because of what happened during Season 1. The Watcher didn't gift her the ability to be able to contact him, see him, and talk to him, and break the fourth wall at any point during Season 1's finale as a goodwill gift. Never happened. It just magically happens in this one episode, and when while I was watching it, I was just like, I'm sorry, huh? How does this super soldier human being have the ability to talk to, see, and hear a fifth dimensional being? It just... What? There's no explanation. Oh. Good job. Crash my phone to the floor, I'll record it. Good job. And let's continue diving into the finale. The finale episode is just another multiversal threat of the Avengers, but instead of it being like an actual Avengers group, it's all female empowerment because we've got Captain Peggy Carter and Indy. I don't even know what her name is. That's how boring her character is to me, honestly. I'm just going to keep calling her Indian chick lady that's powered by the Tesseract because that just sounds cooler. But it's those two characters going up against an evil Doctor Strange. Does that sound familiar? It is, isn't it? Because that's the exact same villain that the Avengers of the Guardians of the Multiverse had to fight at the end of Season 1 of What If. How original! Great, good job. You couldn't come up with another multiversal villain than evil Doctor Strange. Great writing. It does make you also wonder, did the people that made Season 2 actually watch Season 1? Because I think if the people that made Season 2 watched Season 1, they would realize, oh, wait a minute, we're telling the exact same story with the exact same plot, exact same world, exact same characters, exact same motivations for about 99% of the time. There's actually moving on, but Doctor Strange now also, no explanation for this whatsoever. Doctor Strange has the ability now to also travel the multiverse. So not only can Scarlet Witch pull people into her universe, and she can travel in the multiverse, Doctor Strange can Doctor Strange can travel the multiverse. And so this evil Doctor Strange is collecting all of these multiversal threat-ending villains in order to power his super engine, this portal thingy, in order to resurrect his universe that he destroyed. Didn't he try to do that in Season 1 too? But in a different capacity. And it failed because he was stopped by being a good guy. Like, literally, if you guys remember Season 1, which I don't think these writers of this season seem to do. If you guys remember, Doctor Strange in season 1 went full on evil because he lost the love of his life, and then to top it all off, because he was trying to resurrect his love, he ended up destroying his universe. But because of the Guardians of the Multiverse, he ended up abandoning any further hope of getting that universe back alive and became a good guy. So at the end of season 1, Doctor Strange ended up turning out to be a good guy and helped defeat the evil. But for whatever reason, now Doctor Strange is just completely evil again, and so it undoes the events of season 1. Like, just undo character development and motivations and plots and actions that happened in your first season of your show. That's really good writing. I have to applaud you for that stupidity. Good job of undoing what just happened in a past season. Completely undoing it. So it makes things that happen in a season completely irrelevant, which makes me wonder when What If Season 3, which is supposed to launch sometime later this year, in 2024, it makes you wonder what they're going to retcon and change and just, push under the rug and be like, oh, that doesn't matter, it doesn't happen, it didn't happen, it doesn't matter. Oh well, this is what we want you to believe now. This is what this character does. This is where this character came from. Yeah, the thing that you watched like 12 months ago, it doesn't matter anymore because this is what matters more. This is the important thing. I'm sorry, but no. You guys got to have some sort of continuity, some sort of canon, some sort of logic, some sort of chart that we can follow, point A, B, C. You can't go from A and then tell B and then go to C and then erase A and B and think C still matters because, C is now the new A. It doesn't work like that, okay? It's called seasons for a reason. And you guys cannot just wipe the slate clean whenever it makes you feel happy because you want to tell this story and this is what matters and this is the only thing that matters. This season was pathetic. Yes, there are some cool moments. Yes, there is some intriguing ideas and concepts and cool fight scenes and moments. But if you want to watch a good what if show, watch season 1. Honestly, season 2 is a gigantic waste of your time. If you're a fan of the first season, like I was for the most part, you're going to hate this season so much. And to be honest, I hope season 3 does a gigantic 360 for this show. I hope the people that do season 3 recognize all of the stupidity and the illogical errors within season 2. And I hope season 3 is more in line with what season 1 offered. I want it to be an anthology series. That's what If was marketed as an anthology series, telling what if scenarios every single episode. Not this, we'll tell a couple of individual episodes in order to tell, character origins, bring them all together at the end to fight a multiversal bad guy. That's not what I wanted from this show. Now, it was cool in season 1, but doing it again for a season 2 is just irritating as hell. And I don't want that to be a season 3 thing. I don't want it. I want season 3 to tell 9 episodes, because that's what seems we're getting with each season. I want What If, and season 3 is supposed to be the last one, by the way. I wanted to tell 9 separate episodes. I don't want this, we're going to tell 7, 8 episodes of individual characters and universes, and then the finale is a multiversal threat conglomeration Avengers thing. I don't want that. Please, do not do it. I'm begging of you. I know this video has gone on for way too long, but as a fan of Marvel and as a fan of What If Season 1, this season hurts to have to talk about in this negative capacity. I don't like doing negative rant videos and negative talks about TV shows and movies. I don't. I know that might come as a shock to you guys, considering that's what I seem to be doing recently. But you know what? When good stuff is good, good stuff is good. When bad shit is bad, bad shit bad. And this is just some bad shit. So I'm going to give What If Season 2 a 2 out of 10. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know if you guys agree or disagree in the comments down below. Have an awesome day, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.